My sis coming in talking about favor. What's up, girl? What's up, sis? I have been calling Holy Ghost girl, y'all. She need to call me back. Okay? She on the West Coast. Okay? I'm on the East Coast. So sometimes we miss each other, right? Holy Ghost girl, call me, text me. I'm about to send a APB. Okay? I'm worried about you. Call me, please. Okay? Please. Now, y'all know I love my Holy Ghost girl, and I'm good, sis. I'm just worried about Holy Ghost girl. I want her to call me. Okay? I want her to let me know that she good. You know what I'm saying? I know she good because I'm always praying for her, but I just want to hear that correspondence, okay? I want you to know, I want to know that your spirits is up, and if they if they down a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I can help you lift your spirits back up. You know what I'm saying? I want to fly to California, but I know that she is good though. I know she's good. It's a lot, so you know what I'm saying. I want her to rest too. I want her to get her rest too, because I know that it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let her tell y'all certain things, but you know, um, that's a strong woman right there, man. Holy Ghost girl is a strong woman, y'all. She is so strong. Now, just in case you are, what I'm saying, watching this, or you do get to see this, we're gonna give you a good show. We're gonna make sure you laugh, girl. We're gonna make sure you have a good laugh, a good key. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna bust it down like you like for me to do, girl. You know, you like when I bust it down, girl. I got you. I got you because we think alike. And recessionista, that's one thing, you know what I'm saying? That like I've been was supposed to make you a moderator, sis. So I'm glad that I finally did it. Hey, Miss T. What up, though? Girl, girl. Hold on, sis. Receptionista. I've been was supposed to make you a moderator because, like, me and Holy Ghost girl both we both knew that you would fit right in. Miss T, I just made receptionista a moderator. She's just joined the family, girl, and she been in the family. But I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? The what we gonna call the moderators, girl? We gotta call the moderators, girl, the head of household or something. We gotta think of a name. But um this is Miss T. Y'all already know each other. But yes. I miss you too, girl. I'm glad to see you. I got a good show for y'all tonight. Okay. I don't know if y'all have been seeing everything that have been going on, but we're gonna go back on where we left off because we was on the brink of something, and then we had to stop the live, y'all. And I'll tell y'all why later on in the show. I'll tell y'all why. We're gonna stay positive right now. Um, we gonna be up to date with what's going on, right? And I know it's late, so I'm not gonna play around with it. Okay, I'm not gonna even go into how my day was and all of that. We're gonna get straight into the content because I know it's already late, and I don't know what y'all plans are like tomorrow, but I'm not gonna waste no time because it's already 10, almost 11 o'clock. So let me go ahead and share the screen, girl. All right, this is what we're gonna do because there is something that happened recently with Papoose. There's something that happened recently with Brittany Taylor. And I think it is so fitting right now that this is happening with Brittany Taylor. because I have been meaning to show y'all that clip of Love and Hip Hop when Remy Ma was talking to Brittany Taylor on the stage, and she said she was talking about when she was the first one to wear blue hair. And this was back in 2017, 2016, 17. And she was telling this to Brittany Taylor because Brittany Taylor was wearing blue hair. You know, her and Lil Mama, not Lil Mama, but what's the other girl name? Brittany Taylor and Brittany, or was it? I can't think of her name right now, but the chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Her, um, they were wearing blue hair, right? And I remember Remy Ma talking about how she was the first one to wear blue hair. You know what I mean? And she was saying it when she was talking to Brittany Taylor because Brittany Taylor has really matured because before this, before this, she used to be doing some BS. But Remy Ma is so y'all, Remy Ma is just like a lady's lady, a girl's girl, a woman's woman. I mean, for her to have forgiven this girl after all of this stuff, I mean, it just says a lot, man. It says a lot. And I'm so glad that she didn't have that with Clarissa Shields because Clarissa would have stabbed her in the back anyway. You get what I'm saying? Like if Clarissa would have humbled herself and called Remy Ma would have poured into her and she would have still stabbed her in the back. Look at the messages on IG. Remy Ma was already pouring into her, you know? And look at what she did. So we got a lot to get into. I got so many things pulled up. Let me get right to it because we also about to go to the contract thing. Y'all, so for some reason, I feel like Papoose and Clarissa got into it or fell out or had a little breakup for a couple of days. I feel like there's something going on over there. It's something. Yeah, y'all, just wait. It's something going on. Did they break up? Did they break up? I'm wondering if they broke up. Anybody seen them today? Have they been together or have they been what's going on over there? It's something. They done got into it, fell out. This pressure of this song making Clarissa flip out. And I think she done flipped out on Pap. And Pap said, I'm going back. You better not go to New York. I'm going to New York to sit in the house and watch the game on TV, even though I'm in New York. Even though I'm in New York and I'm Papoose with the heavy jewels and the fly clothes and I was fly out here. You was fly out here because you had Remy Ma money and she was in jail. That's why you was fly. Over there at Daniel's leather talking about you was the flyers and you let people come up here and lie. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about, do you? Hold on. Give me a second. Let me get focused. Let me get focused, girl. So many things. Auntie, where you at, Auntie Ra? Go ahead and this is a quick way for us to get kind of hold up.
Me, telling me out and everything.
One second. Auntie Ra, where you at? There you go. All right, this is how we're gonna get caught up on what's been going on. We're gonna Auntie Ra got a 9-minute video. She's about to tell us about Brittany Taylor and all of that because that is now in the media too. Once we get caught up on what's going on with that, once we get caught up on what's going on with what Pap said, then we are going right back to the contract. Okay? Contracts and PEDs. We're not getting away from that, girl. Cause I'm on to you, girl. I'm on to you, Clarissa.
Y'all know me, I be having to
I'm
come up
on
with
to
my
you.
part 1s and 2s and 3s or whatever, though. I think this only gonna be a part 2 because what I missed, what I really wanted to say, the word I really wanted to use, and why Clarissa and Papoose, it just seems like they just struggle bars, right?
Mhm.
It seems like they're struggling to really, find that pop of popularity and stardom that they want. It's
Mhm.
because y'all are coveters.
That's
Y'all covet what other people have. You covet. You want what other people have. You want it to and then
yes.
you're going about it all wrong. Like Papoose, you're coveting. You want your wife's success. You don't have your wife's success. That's why you was
Got
in the
back
booth and you was
ATL.
getting busy
Hold
and you
up,
made
hold
12
up, hold
albums in a
up.
year, but you cannot seem to just make something pop, right? And you all screaming, if God is for you, if God is for you. Yeah, that's why he's blessing your wife.
Yeah,
That's why he's blessing your wife. I don't like when a
uh-uh.
victimizer acts like a
No.
victim. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Whoa,
Acts like a
whoa,
victim. I
whoa,
don't like that.
whoa.
That's
Wait a mother can 1 second. Okay, because I worked all day. Now you telling me this, you know what it makes me think though? I feel like I'm telling y'all, I could be wrong. But I feel like within the last 5 days, Clarissa and Pap, they done had an argument or two, or an overnight breakup, or some stress. I feel it. I can feel it from all the way over here. It was something. But if he showed up last night with Khadijah dad playing all the way up, is he even on that song? He not on that song. Why he playing that song? Was he? Well, wait a minute. Did he play all the way up around Clarissa? Wait a minute. He popped up with Khadijah dad. They walked in playing all the way up. No lie. He popped up where? He popped up back in ATL. Did he pop up in ATL around Clarissa playing all the way up? These are your promoters, Clarissa. Your promoters are promoting Remy. My God, I can't make this up. Dude, are her promoters promoting Remy? They play all the way up? What? I'm done. Let's get to it. I'm about to find a video right now. Auntie Ra, we'll be right back, girl. Auntie Ra, we'll be right back, girl. We'll be right back. Gotta get there. Gotta get there. Hold up. Hold up. Where am I? Boy, I go to work for 12 hours and come back to some BS, girl. This wasn't an accident. Shield's team exposed her so disrespectfully. How? Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, that's Nyla, but I don't want to play that right this second. I got to find the video. I got to find the video that she talking about. Hold up. I'm finna come back over there to the comments because if you know the video that I need to go to, I need you to let me know. Because hold on. Clarissa Shields fight announcement. That was 1 hour ago. Is that what that was? Was it at the fight announcement? Well, let me come back over here to the comment. Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl. What's up? Come on in. Come on in. Was that the fight announcement? Y'all. And then you know what's funny to me right now? We were clocking some stuff about her contract yesterday. And Papoose and Ruben, Big Ruben, popped up on Clarissa playing all the way up. Oh my God. They're the promoters are promoting Remy around this month. Yeah, at her boxing gym. And then do y'all know her boxing gym is called Sweet Science or something? Sweet Science Boxing or something. Why would you call it that? But you don't. But and I want to play something about Layla too. But why would you call it that? That's so stupid. I'm so sick of her. Hold up, let me refresh this. I'm going to IG. Maybe that's where it's at. I don't see no fight announcement on her Instagram. Oh wait, maybe it might be on her story. Oh my God. You know I love you,
I be in the bank like a bad bitch should be posted up. Fuck your man, he a dub. Who they want? Who they need? MVP.
MVP.
Who they need?
Oh man, super excited to be here. I got my fighter starting on the card. My first time angry and representing fight, so I'm excited to be here. And I can't wait to fight.
Wait, what? It's her first time anchoring a fight.
Legal estar bien aquí, porque legal estar bien. Ustedes ya recibieron mi instrucción en el camerino, ya saben lo que espero, obedecen mis instrucciones.
I guarantee. Look, something ain't right. Committing amazing fights with the experts tonight. Hold up.
Can't trust nobody.
I don't want to hear that talking. I can't trust nobody. Shut up, Papoose. Just be quiet. Just hush. Just hush. We don't want to hear that. Ever since you left me. Mo Club, Mo. That's a bop now. We don't want to hear that crybaby ass shit. We don't want to hear that. Your girl gon' ready. She gon' shut up. Do you realize you came on here and told us that you was mad because she stopped paying you? Because your wife stopped paying you? And Clarissa, you sitting up there listening to it. You're listening to your future. That's the thing about it. Don't you remember what your cousin did? Then your cousin, you said she was stealing from you, right? You said Shalita was stealing, right? Right, that's what you said. So if you know that you slow, then why would you continue to be that way? That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I think that is real weird, y'all. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I could be wrong, but I'm gonna just give y'all my first thought on me seeing all of a sudden Papoose, Big Ruben, Clarissa. It makes me feel like, honestly, I don't know, y'all. I could be wrong, but this is just what I feel. Okay, all of this stuff going on. Remy looking so good doing her thing, and Clarissa is a narc. So she already has herself in competition with Remy, and Remy is not in a competition with Clarissa. She's not. She's really not. But because Clarissa in her mind is in competition with Remy, she's going crazy. And I feel like she was going crazy, and her team, you know, remember what I told y'all. I said they don't want her to have another fight because they don't want to pay her. Okay? She watching all these channels. She watching all of them. So I just think it's funny how they popped up. And I really feel like Clarissa started making moves without them, and they seen it, and they flew to Atlanta. I feel like Clarissa got tired of sitting and not doing nothing, right? Because everybody's sitting up, everybody on the internet talking about how her career is over, how we believe that she's gonna retire soon. Everybody has let go of the quote fighting and all of that stuff. Nobody don't want to fight her, you know? So I think that thinking about that, all those thoughts, we all know we can look at Clarissa and we can literally tell how she's thinking, when she's thinking, because she get this deranged look on her face when she's thinking about Remy, when she's thinking about losing, when she's thinking about Alicia, when she's thinking about all these people that she obsessed with, right? Layla, when she's thinking about, we can see her in her thoughts just doing weird stuff with her eyes. You can tell. So I feel like she's been consuming all of this and she started making moves without him. And they said, oh no, we finna fly down to Atlanta. You signed a contract. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I gotta look deeper into it. Nope, so don't. And speaking of weight, I'm glad you know what? I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because I do also want to play this. I do also want to play this. Hold up. Y'all look at this real quick. I want y'all to look at this real quick. Hold up. There we go. Come over here with me real quick, girl. It's something I want you to see real quick. Hold up. Yeah. This might be the only one we see. I can't do the song. Hold up. Where is it? Where is it? I want to see it. Hold on, y'all. I want to play um what Layla Ali said to Alicia Baumgartner. I thought it was just so sweet and it was just a beautiful moment. And I really gotta pull it up and play it, girl. Mm.
All right, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be talking about really putting his foot forward. Originally, Caroline Dubois, I think she was originally with Frank Warren, but now that she's with Matt.
Well, I wanted you to play it. Somebody got the video. Where is the damn video? Hold on, y'all. I got to preview it because somebody got the video. I want the video of Layla and Alicia. Maybe that might. Okay, that is what I want to talk about. Layla, Ali Clowns, Clarissa. Can you please play it? I don't want to see nobody talking about it. I want to see the actual video. You know what? I think that I seen it on. I think I know what to put in. Hold up. it would have been nice to just see it pop up, but I think I was watching the Sylvia. Shout out to the Sylvia's podcast. I think that's what it's called. Yes, where is it? Oh, no, that ain't it. Oh, wait a minute. They shouldn't pull up a podcast. Wait a minute. Girl, I'm about to give up on it, girl. Hold on, I'm gonna let y'all talk to Auntie Raw while I find it. How about that? That way we don't have to worry about time. I don't want time to not be on our side tonight. We gotta get through this stuff. I want to get through it so that we get all the information.
That's why you're not really being blessed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I can't count anybody's blessings. I don't want to even do that. But it would seem like with all these accomplishments and all these accolades that and all this skill and talent between the both of you, it seems like you guys would be going different routes and would have already signed real lucrative deals and not putting you onto the, into this the chitlin circuit. I always use that, that phrase when it comes to her because it's so low budget, low vibration shit that she does for money. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and then you went to the Louis Vuitton store and that's what they gifted you, a frame. And you open it up like it was the best thing rocking. Is that what you're getting as a free gift? And then why are you getting the free gifts and Pat buys you all the gifts? Why are you getting it? Do you mean to say that he meant to email this girl is something else? You know what I'm saying? A frame of you boxing? Shit. I can print that and go to Marshall's, get you a little. She's like, thank you, Louis, because I spent so much money. And they gave you a frame of you boxing? Like, I was like, no, I'm sorry. Can I get like some shoes or a handbag or something? You know what I'm saying? What are you kidding me? Like, you were so happy about that. You was pretending to be happy about the frame. And you could wait to show it because you know that you hearing people say, listen, you don't got any endorsements. People don't even give you stuff or whatever to shout them out. You so happy about that little picture frame, honey. I don't know what you thought it was going to be in there, a little coupon to the store or whatever, but go on and frame your little LV frame, I suppose. I mean, I guess if that's what you know what I'm saying, feel like you deserve and what you need. I don't know, but you guys are out here being coveters. Like you're coveting someone's husband, you're coveting someone's life. You wanted to dress like Remy at one time, but then you start doing the calculations on the the per diem calculations on a Glam Squad, and you was like, yeah, it's expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like you was like, what, $350 a day? But it's not really $350 a day. You wouldn't put glam on every day. Maybe you need to put glam on every day, but it would be like 12,000. You know what I'm saying? What you say, a little bit over 12,000 or whatever. But when you sitting up there saying, yeah, multi-billion dollar deals you signing or whatever, are you sure? I did some background checks on that one record. Something ain't right there.
All right, before you say it, wait, did we see this one already? This should be part 2. I'm gonna check and make sure before we come back. I don't want us to be watching something over there we already seen. But I know she did a part 1 and 2, and I only played one of them yesterday. But I did see this though, so I can bring
about this young lady right here is that she is just everything that I want. What I love about this young lady right here is that she is just everything that I want a female fighter to be. I'm saying from obviously the way that she walks, steps up to the plate, right? All that work that goes in. When I look at her body, when I look at a female athlete's body, we look at ourselves differently than the average woman. Our body is a machine, and I know what kind of work it takes, for her to get. So I love for her to get up on there and be like, look at me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking at the work that she's putting in, and when we talk about wanting to be recognized in the world as athletes at a top level, you need to look like an athlete. And I said that when I was boxing. A girl came up to me fighting.
Y'all, my cousin, my big cousin, my first cousin, the only first cousin I got. was a bodybuilder, and this was when she went to college. She started being a bodybuilder, and I'm talking about. I used to look, and I used to be like, "Oh my god, how the hell?" Because I know her, and we in Georgia, so she always been thick, thick back there, thick. You know what I'm saying? And so, but she literally, whenever she had a competition, would go on a fast. All of this stuff, y'all, all of this stuff, and I'm talking about transform her body, and it reminds me of Alicia Baumgardner. Whenever I see Alicia Baumgardner, I think about my big cousin, because my cousin literally looks just like that. You know what I mean? She used to look just like that when she used to do her competitions and stuff like that. Now, this is the thing though. This is what I want to say. Clarissa wanted that body. And Clarissa, in my opinion, did PEDs to get that temporary six pack that she had when she fought our girl, French Cruz Design. Do y'all remember? Hold on, I'm gonna let Layla finish, and then I'm gonna tell y'all why I think that, because I don't want y'all to think that I'm just saying that I think she did PEDs because I don't like her. I actually don't have a problem with her. You know what I mean? I don't like the things that she do. I don't like what she did, but I don't have like a beef with her or anything. You know what I mean? It's just I people like her need to be discussed. It needs to be discussed. It needs to be watched closely, because at certain times I feel like she could be a danger to herself or others at certain times. At certain times, I feel like she's freaking out. At certain times, I feel like she's being mischievous and evil. At certain times, I feel like she's getting played and ran all over. At certain times, I feel like she's projecting, like calling Alicia a whore when she had three men in literally a matter of months. You can literally place her with three different men in around the same time. Literally engaged in February. First love, love at first sight with Pap. Shout out to Ego Boxing. He broke it down today. uh 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 Tony, February, Pap, July, Maserati Bud, December, Pap, December, Pap, January, Pap, February, Pap, March, Pap. You understand? But you said all of that about Alicia Baumgardner. But we can't do that with Alicia. We can do that with you. I only seen one dude with Alicia Baumgardner. And I don't like him. I'm glad she ain't with him no more. Because I'm glad that she ain't with him no more. But I ain't seen her with no this dude, this dude, this dude. And guess what? Guess what? Guess what? If I did, so what? She ain't on here claiming that she about to get married and have babies, and she ain't on here slut shaming nobody. But when you come on and then you try to do that to another woman, then the mirror gets turned back at you. We're not supposed to do that to each other. Especially y'all in boxing. You didn't play anything or talk about anything that your own accounts. You played a clown talking about her. You don't know. You can't solidify nothing he said. You can't legitimize nothing he said. But we got pictures and photos and videos, and Maserati Bud got all type of videos of you. All type. You know how crazy it got to feel for a man to tell another man, I picked that bed that you laying on. When you go upstairs and she brought you your plate and you was in the dark, sitting in the bed like you doing a bid, I picked that bed out. Ain't nobody never, ever I wouldn't want to be with a man that get played like that. I ain't never let nobody I was in love with, nobody I was in a relationship with, ain't never got played by another dude. Ain't no other dude gonna be able to say I was with your girl, I was this, that. I ain't never. The dudes I've talked to, it ain't even finna. We ain't even finna. It ain't even finna go like that. Like no, And I wouldn't even be with a man that I don't have respect for. Like I don't even understand this girl. Anyway, back to Layla Ali.
Pudgy, I'd be like, I know this girl doesn't think she's gonna beat me. It's like you didn't work hard enough. You know, if you want to be the best, if you want work that goes in, when I look at her body, when I look at a female athlete's body, you know, we look at ourselves differently than the average woman. Our body is a machine, and I know what kind of work it takes, you know, for her to get. So I love for her to get up on there and be like, look at me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking at the work that she's putting in, you know. And when we talk about wanting to be recognized in the world as athletes at a top level, you need to look like an athlete. And I said that when I was boxing. If a girl came up to me fighting Pudgy, I'd be like, I know this girl doesn't think she's gonna beat me. It's like you didn't work hard enough. You know, if you want to be the best, if you want to be the greatest, if you want to be the top dog, you got to put in that work. Elite. So this is why I support Alicia. This is why I support other women that take the sport seriously and are going to take it to the next level, because in order to be, you know, respected as athletes is what we have to do, period. You know,
I think it's just important to know what Layla has already done for the sport. She is the greatest woman of all time to come into a sport like boxing and really set the stage. You look at myself and you look at her, you see this beauty, you see this beast, and you see someone who also is very vocal about women equality, about what boxing should look like, and just giving the inspiration. I am inspired. This is why I am here today, just with the confidence that comes from within. And Layla just shown that time after time after time. And just to see her here now to talk about the card, I know it's amazing because it's a full.
Like I'm looking at Layla Ali, looking at her, and she just looks so fucking proud, bro. Why am I like feeling like, look at how Layla is looking at her, y'all. She literally feel proud, like for real. I can see it. I think this is beautiful. I don't know why I want
Circle moment, and I know one day I'll be able to be here to speak on another women's fight, just to see how much the sport has grown.
what I love about this,
That's the way that it's supposed to be. That is the way that it is supposed to be. Clarissa got a lot of self-hate, and it makes her allow the enemy to run her, man. She got a lot of self-hate, man. That is just beautiful, man. That is beautiful. I can literally look at Layla looking at her like, yes. You gotta think about that. You know, she put in a lot. She put in a lot of work. I'm literally on here telling y'all how I want to help a young woman that has dealt with the problems that I dealt with as a preteen, as a teen, as a young teen mom, and stuff like that. I really feel passionate about that. You know what I mean? I really want to do that. And it would really hurt me for me to try to do that, and it be a girl that's like Clarissa that come in and try to like do some crazy stuff and wreck my life and all of that. You know what I mean? So I can just imagine how that felt for Layla to go and get Clarissa and try to bring her, you know, bring her up and be there for her and say, you know what, this girl, she got this going on and this going on, but maybe if I talk to her, maybe I can help her, you know? Nobody needs to do that with Clarissa. That's a horrible idea. Don't do it. Don't do it. She is not somebody. All right, now back over here to RC Raw Diggs, because it's some stuff that happened with Remy and Brittany that I do want y'all to hear about.
I have said this a million times. Any of these people where you're supposed to do global distribution a lot, Pap is a lot now. We're starting to see Pat for who he really is. And it's like, oh, you're not really that quiet person. You're that boisterous person. That she's saying it, she alluded to. So let me tell you something. So
Here we go. This is the part.
Really that quiet person. You're that boisterous person, right? And you may and allegedly, maybe you're the one that maybe you're the one that hit Brittany Taylor. maybe you're the one that hit Brittany Taylor because the way that she's saying it, she alluded to. So let me tell you something. So it's somebody that Remy no longer talks to. Right, and we know at least 3 people when it comes to that or whatever. How Brittany was saying she's somebody in her camp. It's at least 4 people, right? Remember, it's not Tone the bodyguard because she still talks to Tone the bodyguard. So it's not Tone the bodyguard. We're gonna be super sleuthing. It's not Tone the bodyguard. Remember when I said Tone with his fine ass? Hey, Tone.
Hold up. Now that's the second time, Auntie. Hold up, Auntie. Hold up. That's the second time that you said that. I want to see Tone, what Tone look like, girl. Tone must be, because you keep on talking about Tone fine. Now, see, now this is my thing. Do you know Tone, Auntie? Auntie, do you know Tone? It's given that you know Tone, Auntie. It's given that you really know Tone, Auntie. It's given that you know Tone, Auntie. But I'm a...
I forgot the other name of the other bodyguard that's now Clarissa and Papooses bodyguard, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He could be a choice.
Okay.
Could be Chanel, the daughter. It could
Super sleuthing.
be Miss Hustle, or it could be Papoose. So those are the 4 that we know that she doesn't really talk to anymore.
Papoose.
Right?
It's Papoose.
It's on video.
It's Papoose.
But now let's do more context clue.
It's Papoose.
She said that she was knocked out.
Yep.
Miss Hustle ain't knocking nobody out because Miss Hustle can't fight.
No.
I don't think she even has power behind her hit like that.
No.
I don't know if the daughter is knocking out Brittany Taylor because Brittany Taylor, I'm not the biggest fan of her. I think she talks a lot. It seems like she's really apologetic and she wants to, apologize to Remy. I'm not the biggest fan. However, I don't know if she's knocking people out.
She ain't knocking people out.
So I feel like it's a dude.
Yep.
So it's the bodyguard, the old bodyguard, or Pat. And then she said, I want to talk to her one-on-one, especially now with everything's going on. It's more like it's Pat or Chanel. Knockout. Was it Pat? Then this video. Was it Pat? And she said she's not going to tell. Like Remy is like, she said, really, Remy's the really gangster beat. She was like, I'm a civilian. Remy's the real gangster, whatever. And she's not going to tell.
It was Pat. Nigga, you knocked out a female. You knocked out a female. So if you would put your hands on Brittany Taylor, do you think that we don't know you was putting your hands on Remy? You was putting your hands on Remy. If you are as a man, you can knock out a female. What was you doing to Remy when you got mad because she wasn't paying you no more? Man, y'all, Remy, man, she went through it, y'all. And that's why she looked so good, so bright. And guess what? She went through it and she ain't even talking about it. Y'all, she not coming out here saying, he did this to me. That's not her rollout. Her rollout is just her being herself, man. Man, y'all, just think about for a minute. Remy was suffering in silence, y'all. Remy Ma was suffering in silence. And when I look at moments like this, hold up. When I look at moments like this, was it BET or was it VMAs? You remember when Remy wore this dress when she had this outfit on? This was the Hip Hop Awards 2021. When I look at this right here, I'm gonna show y'all a video. Y'all look at this video. And I want you to really look at this. Look at this video. Look at how he wasn't able to hold her hand. Think about the conversation in the car. She on this looking like Tina Turner. If you really think about it right now, I'm thinking about Tina Turner, bro. I'm thinking about Tina Turner right now. You see how I'm thinking, Pat? Now that I know you done knocked out Brittany Taylor and Remy Ma protected your ass. Now look, he's trying to get her hand so he can hold her hand. Now this 2021. This is 2021 BET Hip Hop Awards. Remy said they ain't slept in the same bed together since 2022. Clarissa Shields said she think it was like 2020 or something. Yeah, remember that? Remember that? I think it was like 2020 or something. This 2021. And Remy said they ain't slept in the same bed together since 2022. Now, watch this walk up and then tell me in the comments what you think how the car ride was like. Or what vibe do you get? If you could put it in one word, what would you say about it? He can't grab that hand. You seen that? Woo! And she looked good. Amazing. Look at him. Look at him. He tried. He couldn't get it. He couldn't get that hand. Yeah. Yeah. I want y'all to see it again. She like, look. See? She walking way in front of him, y'all. Look at her face. Man, look at her face, y'all. Now that we see he couldn't hold her hand, now let's just focus in on her face. Look at her face, y'all. She look mad as hell. And what? Man, that girl was suffering, bro. Did he pull some of her hair? Look right there. Man, don't make me start analyzing. She was shining so bright, shining too bright, looking too good. Look at his punk ass hanging back behind her. Clarissa, you got what you wanted, girl, because you ain't going to be able to get rid of them. You start making moves in Atlanta, you start booking too much, doing too much, they got on the plane and flew down there and reminded you that you're in a 360. Because see, when you was getting your hair done and you was in the car with your friends, he wasn't there. 24 hours later, he popped out. Not only did he pop up, but he brought the big boss. See, he brought the big boss to remind you that you're in a contract. Big Ruben, you do it. Good cop, bad cop. Let's play good cop, bad cop. If she try to act on, and it's a lot. I could feel the turmoil. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. Now let's get back over here.
So we are here. We are with the GOAT. She just announced $8 million in the pocket.
Now this is where we left off yesterday. Remember? Now that we are all here and we all home, this is where we left off yesterday. You think it was the daughter? I don't think it was the daughter. Because the daughter don't seem like, well, I don't know how she was, but no, especially not back then. Because back then, the daughter would have been real young, y'all. Back when this stuff happened with Brittany Taylor, that was back in the teens. It was the 20 teens, like 2017, 18, something like that. And that 2017 would have been 9 years ago. So his daughter is 29. She would have been 19 or 20. I don't think she knocked nobody out at 19 or 20. I don't think she knew. No, Papoose did it. He always brags about knocking people out, but except for the only person who he knocked out was a female, because he didn't knock out the boy, Easy, the block captain. He didn't knock Easy out. That's been said all over there. He didn't knock Easy out. And Remy said it. And so far, the most truthful person in this whole equation, years later, we can still rely on 2 videos that Remy Ma did. Years later, she's been the most truthful, most reliable source in this entire thing. So if she said that Pap didn't knock out Easy the block captain, I'ma believe it. I'ma believe it on the strength. Because so far, everything been clicking. Everything she done said. Everybody can go back to 2 videos to get all they need to know about Pat and this girl here. Now that we here, remember yesterday we were talking about what? Contracts and PEDs. Let's get back on the contracts part, okay? While we were watching this, I'm gonna move myself out the way. The contracts, it start acting stupid every time. It start acting stupid. You can't report fair use. This is fair use, girl. You don't want. Ooh, every time this happened last night too. Now, anyway, I don't care about that. Hit the like button, y'all. Anything, we coming right back. Hit the like button. All right, fair use, fair motherfucking use. Okay. Now, shout out to Lauren LaRosa. Lauren, shout out to you. Listen to this interview.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So I know you talked a bit about how it's broken down in a number of fights, and you mentioned one name, but I wanted to know, do you have, because you said 4 fights, do you have any other names, anybody else that you're thinking about approaching for these other 3 fights?
It's so many people that I can think of, because I can go up and down, up in the weight divisions. Right now, I think my next fight will be up at heavyweight. I think my next 2 will be at heavyweight, which is 175. And like I said, I would love to have a fight with Michaela Mayer up at 160, 154. And it's other girls to fight. You know, we got French on Crew, Shadeisha Green, Shay Keneally, Danielle Perkins. That's in Michaela Mayer already? Yeah, like, it's some good competition out there, but I've already beat whoever they consider the best. But now these girls are who they consider the best now. So I guess I'll have to fight against them.
Because you've already beat who everyone considers the best, right? Did you ever think about retiring early? You said 38 earlier. Did you ever think about doing it earlier than 38?
I thought about retiring this year. Earlier in the year.
Okay.
Just when I was before I became a free agent, I just kind of was learning like how the boxing business is. And I kind of was like, I don't like it. Like, I have to be like very strategic and gotta watch this and gotta watch that person and gotta double check this and double check.
All right. Keep your eyes on who that is behind her, because it looked like they got on the ring. To me, personally, I feel like that's Pap behind her, but somebody says you can see Pap in the reflection. So let's watch all moving parts. Let's go. And we're gonna listen to what she is saying, because this is important. She already wanted to retire. Can't lose that weight.
And it was like, all the fuck I want to do is fight. That's all I want to do. So I was really getting kind of stressed out, and then, you know, trying to negotiate how much, like, I know how much money I should be making for a fight, which is
now you see, look at the person grabbing the water. They shifting, okay? Now we getting into things that Clarissa is saying that they don't want her to say. Let's keep it real. she signed with them. Now I showed y'all the interview, right? And she only talked to 3 people. She said 3 or 4, but I believe it was 3. I showed y'all yesterday her finally looking up. Was it yesterday? Yeah. Her finally looking up how many different promoters it is. And she was like, oh wow, dang, it's more than I thought. You didn't know that already and you were a free agent for the second time or third. So I want y'all to hear a couple things. Let's go. Now I'm about to get into my bag.
A lot of million, you know what I'm saying? And it was like I had to keep negotiating with numbers that wasn't millions. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we got to stay at 1 million for two or 3 fights. And I'm like, why? I made $1 million already.
Somebody else that came up with all black on. Somebody else done popped up.
Then I made 1.2. I'm like, so what's so?
Okay, I seen her look off to the side. So okay.
So that's the cap, you know. So I was getting really frustrated, and I just remember, just being like, you know what, I'm gonna have this fight
What is she looking at? Because it made her stutter.
up in July. I'm gonna be a free agent, and I'm gonna see what happens.
Why? Well, every time she looks over there, who are you looking at over there, Clarissa?
I was like, I don't like it. Like I have to be like very
Who the kids over there?
strategic and gotta watch this and gotta watch that person and gotta double check this and double check that. And it was like, all the fuck I want to do is fight. That's all I want to do. So I was really getting kind of stressed out. And then, you know,
Who is over there where she keeps looking in that direction?
trying to negotiate how much, like, I know how much money I should be making for a fight, which is
She done said the wrong thing. They grabbing a drink.
a lot of million. You know what I'm saying? And it was like I had to keep negotiating with numbers that wasn't millions. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we got to stay at 1 million.
Who is that white man that just came up right there with the black shirt on?
For two or 3 fights. And I'm like, why?
What's that over there she's looking at?
Just being like, you know what, I'm gonna have this fight up in July. I'm gonna be a free agent, and I'm gonna see what happens. And I got the good end of the stick, 8 million.
You did, and you're back with Toledo. These are people you can trust because you've been working with them. This is family to you. But I do have to ask, you talked about exploring a bunch of different offers. Was MVP on the table? Did they offer you anything?
Yes. Listen, I had talks and negotiations with MVP, with Matchroom, who was with Eddie Hearn, MVP, who was with Jake Paul and Nikita Bodarian. I had talks with Eddie Hearn, who's with Matchroom. I had talks with my promoter, Salida, and then I had talks with Salida and Win Promotions together. So it was, like I said, nobody had a terrible deal, if that makes sense. Like, I think everybody came with it, and MVP definitely came with it. I'm not gonna say that they didn't, but
what does that mean? What was the number?
It wasn't 8 million.
How far was it?
How far? What you mean?
How far away from 8 million was it? Are we in the ballpark range? Was it over $5 million?
As a minimum?
As a minimum or as a total? You could either one of them.
I've mended my relationship with MVP, so I don't want to throw nobody under the bus. I feel like everybody put their best foot forward, and Salida and Win came with the best offer. Now, MVP definitely, like, probably because how they pay their other girls, they definitely came with what they felt was a great deal for me.
Was it in the millions?
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't millions. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
up on the paper.
Ma'am, you just told us they came with 1 million. They came with 1 million. She said it wasn't millions, and you said, yeah, it wasn't millions. The only thing that would make it a S is if it's more than 1, Clarissa. Oh my God. Oh, it's so stupid. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. You're a bad spirit. You're a mean person. You do mean, dirty, nasty things to people. I'm not sorry. No, not sorry.
It wasn't millions, if that makes sense. Now, how much you can make in a year, possibly, but it just was like the guaranteed money was nowhere near the same. Like the signing bonus was nowhere near the same, but they still came with it though. You know what I'm saying? They still came with it. I have a lot of respect for them. I stand for their message. I want what they're doing up over there. I wish all their girls good luck, and hopefully I'll be fighting against them sooner than later.
And you said you've mended your relationship with them. What, that was a conversation with you and Jake Paul?
Me and Nikisa, really. You know, that's who I was negotiating with and talking with, and even though I didn't like him at first, talking to him and meeting with him, and
you're not supposed to say stuff like that. You don't say stuff like that, Clarissa. Even though I didn't like them at first, this is why you don't have no sponsors. They never know what you're gonna say. Oh Lord, I know you and Win Promotion, y'all be having it out about the stuff you be saying, girl.
Just seeing what some of the problems was and being able to talk like adults, I believe that we did get past that. Jake Paul was really excited for me to sign with MVP. It's almost like, oh man, I kind of like, dang, I don't want to not do it. But
you wanted to sign with MVP real bad, Clarissa. Now, this is my question. What stopped you, Clarissa? It wasn't the money. Because if it was the money, you wouldn't be saying, oh man, like I wanted to do it. You just told us you wanted to sign with MVP. And you lied. And you came over here and you lied. And you tried to make it seem like Alicia was mad
of Baumgartner threatening me, telling me out, and everything that happened was completely unprovoked. That's a lie.
That's the truth. It was.
We all know that MVP statement is always going to be to paint me out to be a bad person, to have bad character.
Are you talking about the same MVP that you said, oh man, I wanted to sign with them? I wanted out. Do you realize you just did that gesture like, oh man? Do you know that we know that you really wanted to sign with MVP? Bad. So bad that you cared about your relationship with them. Something changed that. And I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. But before I do, let's listen to her lie a little bit more.
To come after, to assassinate my character. We know that MVP does that. MVP tries to trigger me every chance they get, tries to pick at me. I mean, they literally came out the gate. When MVP first came out the gate, announced that they were a promotion, they came out the gate calling Amanda Serrano the real GWOAT. And all through the comment section on that post, all you seen was the GWOAT is Clarissa Shields. The GWOAT is Clarissa Shields. I had to literally send them paperwork and tell them, stop using GWOAT. That is trademarked, is owned, it's mine, it's me.
Did you send them paperwork or an email? Did you send them paperwork or an email, Clarissa? Did you send them paperwork or a makeshift cease and desist? Let me know, Clarissa. Now, also, you said you would share the GWOAT name with her because she was a GWOAT too. You're the one that said that. And now you want backseas. You can't get no backseas. Now, let's listen to a lie a little bit more.
Me. They thought that they were just going to come out the gate and just take my whole identity and push the little black girl from Flint to the side, and didn't know that my brand was strong. My brand was strong. My fans were loud, and they couldn't come over and take over women's boxing and do nothing. So now that we're speaking on that, how they came out the gate just disrespecting me, I never really liked the whole MVP thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lie.
But at the end of the day, I was like, whatever, because the GOAT gonna keep doing what the GOAT do. And Salida Promotions has always backed me, always given me a big platform. And I have traveled the world beating girls down. 5 different weight classes. 5. 18-0, undefeated. All unanimous decisions.
No, it ain't.
And then we have to remember that some of my career, I was doing MMA too. So this whole thing with MVP, they came out the gate trying to antagonize me, trying to erase me, trying to assassinate my character.
That's a lie.
And this has been going on for a very long time. It didn't just start with this.
Was it going on when you wanted to sign with them, Clarissa? Was it going on then too? Am I tripping, you guys? She don't own the word. That's right, baby. She don't own the word. Dang, you can't stay too long? Stay a little longer. Stay a little longer, girl. She don't. She don't. There you go. Y'all are on point. Y'all are so on point. Hey, my girl, Tanya. Hey, girl. Hey, y'all. I've been in and out of the chat. So if anybody came in and said, hey, and I missed you, hey, mwah, mwah. Over here, we got to listen to her a little bit more. We need a little bit more.
It didn't just start with this. So now that I'm looking at statements and I'm seeing people lie, it's okay because I'm not going to handle it with the law. I'm going to handle it with the court.
Oh, Lord.
Y'all going to get sued for defamation of character. All of y'all up over there. So y'all need to get y'all checkbooks ready. Now that we're talking about that, because I have to go to my notes. I want to make sure that I hit this stuff. Not Nikisa lying, saying that I celebrated Shadaysha Green having a brain bleed.
You did.
For all y'all,
I don't want to hear
they're
about
announcing on TV that she had a brain bleed.
We know what
was
you
a
did.
9mm.
We know what you did.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous from them. And they continue to do it. Now, like I said, this whole paid hate train, they got everywhere with pictures of me with the word banned on it. I'm not banned from boxing.
Now, what this is, because she looking like she want to cry, this is the spirit of rejection. Now, she was banned by the very people that she really, truly in her heart wanted to sign to, wanted to be included with, wanted to like her. She wanted to be accepted by MVP. She wanted to sign with MVP. And she let Papoose talk her out of it. Let's keep it 1,000. Let's keep it 1,000. Matter of fact, let's just jump on over here and let me show you again. Let's just jump on over here. 1, 2, 1, 2, punch. Ain't it, Clarissa? Ain't it? Let's do a combination, Clarissa.
Like the signing bonus was nowhere near the same, but they still came with it though. You know what I'm saying? They still came with it. I have a lot of respect for them. I stand for their message. I like what they're doing up over there. I wish all their girls good luck, and hopefully I'll be fighting against them.
Who walked up and made her? Did you see that? Her and Lauren changed positions. She was saying too much good stuff about MVP. Hold up, look.
Still came with it though. You know what I'm saying? They still came with it. I have a lot of respect for them. I stand for their message. I like what they doing up over there. I wish all their
I like what they doing up over there. Now, do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Y'all see that right there? That look. That's why Remy glowing up. Remy don't got to deal with that no more. Remy don't got to deal with that. And she was trying to tell you. She was trying to tell you. And that's why she blessed. Because even though she knew that she was getting a bag of hot doo-doo, she still tried to tell you about it. And you didn't want the information. Not only did you not want the information, she still even tried to put it on her page so that you at least seen it because she know you be stalking her. And so she was like, well, let me just put a little bit on my page. Let me just drop breadcrumbs or something because this girl don't understand what she about to get because she know you be stalking her. So she knew you was going to see it. But no. You still, you just wanted to smell Remy. And you don't even realize you weren't smelling Remy. You were smelling Khadijah. You were smelling her friend in Cali. You weren't smelling Remy. They ain't slept in the same bed since 2022. Met up with Khadijah. Hit her in my sneakers. Later, I ain't even take a breather. He said that because he wanted Remy to be hurt by that. And so, even though he was sleeping with Khadijah, he didn't want to just do it on the low. He wanted Remy to know. And because she wasn't reacting, he put it in a song. Because he wanted to scream it at her. Because he wanted her to know. And he wanted her to be broken by it. He wanted her to be broken. He wanted her to be broken by Khadijah. And when she wasn't, he met you. And he started dealing with you. Because he needed somebody's 20%. And Khadijah wasn't making no money with the songs. Let's continue. It's the truth, though. It's the truth. Hey, sis. Hey, boo. What's up, sis? All right, y'all. Let's keep rolling.
girls good luck. And hopefully I'll be fighting against them sooner than later.
And you said you've mended your relationship with them. What? There was a conversation with you and Jake Paul?
Me and Nikisa, really.
Oh.
You know, that's who I was negotiating with and talking with. And even though I didn't like him at first, talking to him and, you know, meeting with him and, you know, just seeing what some of the problems was and being able to talk like adults, I believe that we did get past that. Jake Paul was really excited for me to sign with MVP. It's almost like, oh man, I kind of like, dang, I don't want to. Not do it, but damn, it's like 8 million. You know what I'm saying? And then 3 million guarantee. You know, a 3 million signing bonus. So it was just one of those things where it was like, you know, I went with the best business decision. And I think that Salida and Win together are so powerful. And it's going to be one of the biggest promotions in the world. And they already have the biggest fighter in the world.
And last question, because I know we got to wrap. You talked about, you know, your man.
They told Lauren to wrap it up. Papoose and Ruben came and told Lauren to wrap it up. That is what you just saw happen. You just saw Clarissa get nervous. That's why her voice changed. And then Lauren said, last question, because I know we got to wrap it up. Because Papoose and Ruben came and told her, wrap that shit up. She talking too good about MVP. We got to break that. Come here. Come here, Clarissa. Get over here, Clarissa. Let's continue.
And what was brought to the table because of Papoose and the idea and the strategy and the brains that he's been able to, you know, just bring into the conversation, right? There is always a conversation about you two and what that means, how y'all business partnership is. Can you talk a bit about, you say that the deal was structured between Win, you, and Salida. What does that structuring look like? And talk a bit about how influential he's been in this deal, because I think we don't talk enough about it.
This is why I with Lauren LaRosa. This is why I like Lauren LaRosa. This that TMZ in her right here. Now see, Lauren, you did your thing, girl. You did your 1-2 bit back on this one. This that TMZ in you. This that TMZ in you. Get on up in the business, Lauren. Do your thing. Y'all heard that what she just said? Let me run it back so you can hear how Lauren do it, boy. Bow! Come on, Lauren.
Always a conversation about you two and what that means, how y'all business partnership is. Can you talk a bit about, you say that the deal was structured between Win, you, and Salida. What does that structuring look like? And talk a bit about how influential he's been in this deal, because I think we
Bow! Bow, Lauren. Woo, Lauren, that was a good one, girl. See, now let me tell you something. It's just over Lauren all day. You hear me? But now, that don't mean I don't like Lauren. Okay? That don't mean I don't like Lauren. That just means that she can't take this job. She can work beside her. Okay? But it's little things like this. It's little things like this that I see Lauren do all the time in interviews. You know what, Lauren? I ain't gonna say too much just in case Clarissa see this. I ain't even gonna go too deep. Y'all know, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to mess it up, Lauren.
don't talk enough about it. I know he's kind of laid back and he wants to be out the way, but I think that there is some flowers here that he can get.
No, absolutely. Like I said, it wouldn't even have been a conversation between me and Win had Pap not been there. You know, since I met.
Woo! Woo! It wouldn't have been no conversation between me and Win had Pap not been there. You feel me? Do you feel me? Are y'all ready for the rest of this? Put ones in the chat right now. If you're ready for the rest of it. If you're ready for the rest of it, put a 1 in the chat right now. Who we at? I know Blue ready. I know Blue ready. Are we present here tonight? This is why I told y'all don't watch this without me. We gonna watch this as a family. Let's get it. Let's go.
Pap, and we've been together over a year now. He introduced me to.
We've been together over a year now. What do that have to do with your business? What do that have to do with it, Clarissa?
The Win Records, and I've been to some of they sold out freaking concerts, and it's been like a movie. And they were able to come to 2 of my fights, and it's been a movie. And I think that,
man, listen, y'all. When you listen to her talking about this right now with Ruben and Pap and Khadijah and Pap's daughter all standing looking over her shoulder, you can literally tell the difference when she said they came and it's been a movie, and this person came and it's been a movie. It's almost like if she's reading off of a script. This right here, what she is saying, is not how she really feels. And you can tell the difference. You can tell the difference. You can tell the passion she had when she was talking about MVP. And now she got to do this, and it don't even sound genuine, y'all. He came there, and it was a movie. And they came to my fight, and it was the movie. And they really good, and they really... No, man. It's not the same. Clarissa, we can tell. You're saying what you have to say right now because you're thinking about your relationship with Pap. That's why you said we've been together over a year now. You're mixing your relationship with it. Ladies, we can't save Clarissa, but somebody can hear this. That's the reason why we're doing it. It's not for Clarissa because she ain't going to listen. But somebody need to hear this because, ladies, this can happen. This can happen to you if you're not if you're not focused. This can happen to you. It's okay to be in love and all of that, but you gotta watch out for guys like Pap, man. You got to watch out for him. This right here, If she wasn't such an evil spirit, an evil person, I would feel bad for this girl. But no. Two narcs then got together, but just one narc got more wisdom than the other. That is the reason why Papa's running circles around her. It's only because one demon been operating longer than the other. One demon is wiser than the other. You feel what I'm saying? But let's get back to this.
Ruben Branson, who is the head of WIN Records, Papoose is the executive director. So he's like, he's the.
We didn't ask you about Papoose, but do you see how you're intertwining them? You're intertwining them, Clarissa. And they don't need to be intertwined. You should have never met Ruben Branson because you're not a rapper, a singer. You cannot sing, Clarissa. I'm letting you know now. You cannot sing. Okay? I had to realize in the 5th grade, even though I love to sing, even though I wish I could sing, even though I wish I was Alicia Keys, I am not Alicia Keys. I cannot sing. I sound awful when I try to sing. I cannot hold a note. I had to come to that realization in the 5th grade. Clarissa, you are not a singer. Late at night, crying. The fuck?
He's the executive, whatever y'all want to call it. But he's like, he
Whatever
helps
y'all
make
wanna
sure that the
call it.
record company run how it's supposed to run. He's very influential in getting the artists to perform at the concerts. He negotiates the contracts. Like, his head big for a reason because he's very smart. But when we seen what
Oh, he negotiates the contracts. And did you just throw some shade at him? Did you say his head big for a reason? Because he really is smart. Look at that. Look at his head big for a reason. Because he really smart. Wow. Wow. I mean, it's just boy.
we did together my last fight, because it was so many things that
But no, on the cool, you look nervous, Clarissa. On the cool, it looked like you are under pressure right now. And this is why Remy wanted to cry. Because ooh,
Ruben Branson, who is the head of WIN Records,
listen to how she's stuttering, y'all. Listen to the pressure. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my goodness.
two of my fights, and it's been a movie. And I think that
Listen to how fake that sounds. Just listen to it, y'all. Just listen to it.
and I've been to some of they sold out freaking concerts, and it's been like a
She's trying to think of it, y'all. Who is standing in front of her, y'all? Just listen.
movie. And they were able to come to two of my fights, and it's been a movie. And I think that Ruben Branson, who is the head of WIN Records,
She under
Papoose is
pressure.
the executive director. So he's like, he's the executive, whatever y'all want to call it.
No, y'all hear her? He's what the fuck is going on? You are under pressure right now, Clarissa. I am concerned. I'm concerned about that.
But he's like, he helps make sure that the record company run how it's supposed to run. He's very influential in getting the artists to perform at the concerts. He negotiates the contract.
Y'all see how she had to chop her head? She does things with her fingers, like tries to read with her fingers. I don't know nobody that is grown that has to my son don't even have to put his finger down and slide it across the page to read anything. So but did y'all see her tap her head? She had to tap her head to try to remember what to say. And I just seen that. So we gotta get through this. So I ain't gonna keep pausing it, but I just want y'all to really hone in on this. No, yes. My sister. No, okay. I don't even gotta keep busting it down. Y'all feel me? Okay, we on the same page. Let me hit play.
It's like his head big for a reason because he's very smart.
Oh, why'd you have to hit Pap like that, Clarissa?
But when we seen what we did together in my last fight, because it was so many things that were falling apart at the last minute.
Oh, things were falling apart at the last minute. Okay, thanks for that, T.
You know, and it was like everything that fell apart, Pap was right there. It's like I'm just complaining, like, oh my God, I gotta make this call, I gotta do this, I gotta do that.
Now that right there, y'all, let's put a pin in that. Cause we gonna come back to that about them phone calls. I gotta make this call, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. So I want y'all to put a pin in that. Because when I seen this, it made me think about some other things. Clarissa like to make phone calls to make things happen, and I don't like that because that makes me think about, these belts, all these belts that she got, and she did get a split decision or two in these fights. I don't know why she said that because I seen her get a split decision. I was watching her fights 2 months ago. I started off watching the fights, watching Boxing Ego, getting a feel for what it is that she do. Cause I'm just a casual. But see, Boxing Ego gonna give you all you need to know. So you ain't gotta worry about that. Oh, that casuals. You ain't a casual if you watching that, cause she gonna put you on game with everything that's been going on. He literally interviewed her. How Lauren is talking to Clarissa right now with a mic. Boxing Ego was talking to Clarissa like that with a mic over 10 years ago. So yeah.
Because I'm my own, like, Toledo's my promoter, but it's like I'm also a self promoter. You know what I'm saying? Like hey.
Wow. Toledo's my promoter, but I'm also a self promoter. Are you telling us that they don't work for you like they should? You got to do a lot of the work yourself. Are you telling us that not only are you signed to them, but they not even helping you?
You ain't worried about me. I'm promoting myself. And I just remember like, man, I don't even know who to call for this. And I'm sitting there venting to Pap, and he like, I got it. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, what? He like, I got it. And so he's calling, making sure we got the street team, making sure we got a social media team. Like Pap is on the
No, you lying. You lying. They standing right there. You realize that you messed up by talking about MVP, and you doing that shit that you did on Breakfast Club when Charlemagne said that is this why people think that you pay for Pap, that you take care of him, because you slipped up and said how he was mad about not getting that 10,000. That's what you doing right now. You're lying. You're lying. You're doing that. Pat pays my bills. Pat pays my flights. Pat pays my this. Girl, he's not paying that. You're in a record deal. You're in a 360 deal. He not paying nothing. They're recouping everything. After you're done with your 4 fights and you go and you think that you're finna get your big check, they're gonna give you a list, a list of everything that is gonna come out of that check. And by the time it gets to the end, you're gonna owe them $250,000, and they're gonna say, well, we can sign for another 2 years. You can sign and do another 4 fights. Don't say I didn't say it.
I'm talking to everybody, and within 24 hours it's fixed. So we seen that we did that magic together, and we sold out 16,000 fans my last fight. And after that, when it came to the negotiations and everybody contracts and stuff, Pap was at most of the meetings with me, and every time
was at most of the meetings with her. But he not her manager though. But he was at most of the meetings with her though. You feel me, Tanya? Why would he was at most of the meetings? Listen to this, y'all.
Left. I look at him and be like, wasn't enough money.
So you go to the meeting and then you look at Pap, and Pap discourages you from signing. So Pap is the one who discouraged you from signing with MVP. And he escorted you to demolish your relationship with them by putting your hands on Alicia Baumgardner. He escorted you. And somebody bust down how he was looking both ways as if y'all had that plan. I think it was the Sylvia. Shout out to the Sylvia's podcast. I think that's what was playing. And she said, look at Pap. See, he looking both ways. Right before the slap happens. If I'm wrong about that, I'm sorry. I will fix it tomorrow. But I think it was the Sylvia's podcast. Clarissa, Pap was with you. Y'all listen to this. I'm going to run it back for the people who just came in. Listen to this, y'all.
Pap, and he like, I got it. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, what? He like, I got it. And so he's calling, making sure we got the street team, making sure we got a social media team. Like, Pap is on the phone talking to everybody, and within 24 hours, it's fixed. So we seen that we did that magic together, and we sold out 16,000 fans my last fight. And after that, when it came to the negotiations and everybody contracts and stuff, you know, Pap was at most of the meetings with me, and every time we left, I look at him and be like, wasn't enough money.
Wow.
Like it's better than his stuff, but it wasn't enough money. And so it's like I knew my worth already too. And then Ruben Branson wanted to get into boxing with Win Records. And so Pap was having that conversation with him, and he just was like,
she is falling apart because she keeps saying the wrong thing. Papoose didn't want her to say that either. I'm almost like, what the fuck? Why she is falling apart? Whatever is happening on the other side of that camera, whoever is over there that she keep looking at, got her intimidated like a motherfucker. And she is a boxer, bro. She didn't want to make her mad, though. He let her sabotage herself. Yep. Sugar daddy, no money. They're probably getting numbers so someone else can be his Remy. I know that's right. Y'all on point with it. Y'all, as I watch this, because this is about my third time watching this now, because I saw it and I knew I wanted to play it for y'all. But now that I'm watching it again, y'all, I'm just looking at how she's falling apart after she said the truth, which was that she really wanted to sign the Win.
so how would you feel about, you know, Salida and Win teaming together to bring your offer? Because I told Pap, I said, Salida ain't coming with.
You see how she is talking? Are you fucking kidding me? I didn't even realize it was this bad when I first played it. Y'all, she's stuttering and falling apart because she keeps saying the wrong thing. Oh my God, y'all. Wait a minute. I'm finna run this back right here. And I'm not gonna say a word. I'm not gonna say a damn thing. Let's listen to this until this part right here.
If that makes sense. Like, I think everybody came with it, and MVP definitely came with it. I'm not gonna say that they didn't, but
What does that mean? What was the number?
it wasn't 8 million.
How far was it?
How far? What you mean?
How far away from 8 million was it? Are we in the ballpark range? Was it over $5 million?
As a minimum?
As a minimum or as a total? You could either one of them.
I've mended my relationship with MVP, so I don't want to throw nobody under the bus. I feel like everybody put their best foot forward, and Salida and Win came with the best offer. Now, MVP definitely, like, probably because how they pay their other girls, they definitely came with what they felt was a great deal for me.
Was it in the millions?
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't millions.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Up on the paper, it wasn't millions. If that makes sense. Now, how much you can make in a year, possibly, but it just was like the guaranteed money was nowhere near the same. Like the signing bonus was nowhere near the same, but they still came with it though. You know what I'm saying? They still came with it. I have a lot of respect for them. I stand for their message. I like what they're doing over there. I wish all their girls good luck, and hopefully I'll be fighting against them sooner than later.
And you said you've mended your relationship with them. What, there was a conversation with you and Jake Paul?
Me and Nikisa, really. You know, that's who I was negotiating with and talking with, and even though I didn't like him at first, talking to him and, you know, meeting with him and, you know, just seeing what some of the problems was and being able to talk like adults, I believe that we did get past that. Jake Paul was really excited for me to sign with MVP.
I know I said that I wasn't going to pause it, but damn. Y'all, are y'all seeing this?
It's almost like, oh man, I kind of like, dang, I don't want to not do it, but damn, it's like 8 million, you know what I'm saying? And then 3 million guarantee, you know, a 3 million signing bonus. So it was just one of those things where it was like, you know, I went with the best business decision, and I think that Salida and Win together are so powerful, and it's gonna be one of the biggest promotions in the world, and they already have the biggest fighter in the world.
And last question, because I know we got to wrap. You talked about, you know, your man, and what was brought to the table because of Papoose and the idea and the strategy and the brains that he's been able to, you know, just bring into the conversation, right? There is always a conversation about you two and what that means, how your business partnership is. Can you talk a bit about, you say that the deal is structured between Win, you, and Salida. What does that structuring look like? And talk a bit about how influential he's been in this deal, because I think we don't talk enough about it. I know he's kind of laid back and he wants to be out the way, but I think that there is some flowers here that he can get.
No, absolutely. Like I said, it wouldn't even have been a conversation between me and Win had Pap not been there. You know, since I've met Pap and we've been together over a year now, he introduced me to Win Records, and I've been to some of they sold out freaking concerts, and it's been like a movie. And
hold up, I'm sorry. I know I said I wasn't gonna pause it. Bam. But you said another thing that I didn't get to yet. I was gonna say it. Let me tell y'all something. Lauren know what the she doing. And I'm gonna say it just like that and leave it like that.
And they were able to come to two of my fights, and it's been a movie. And I think that you know, Ruben Branson, who is the head of Win Records, Papoose is the executive director. So he's like, you know, he's the executive, whatever y'all want to call it. But he's like, he helps make sure that the record company run how it's supposed to run. He's very influential in getting the artists to perform at the concerts. He negotiates the contracts. Like, his head big for a reason, because he's very smart. But when we seen what we did together my last fight, because it was so many things that were falling apart at the last minute, you know, and it was like everything that fell apart, Pap was right there. It's like, I'm just complaining, like, oh my God, I gotta make this call, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, because I'm my own, like, Salida's my promoter, but it's like I'm also a self promoter. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you ain't worried about me, I'm promoting myself. And I just remember, like, man, I don't even know who to call for this. And I'm sitting there betting the Pap, and he like, I got it, don't worry about it. And I'm like, what? He like, I got it. And so he's calling, making sure we got the street team, making sure we got a social media team. Like, Pap is on the phone talking to everybody, and within 24 hours it's fixed. So we seen that we did that magic together, and we sold out 16,000 fans my last fight. And after that, when it came to the negotiations and everybody contracts and stuff, you know, Pap was at most of the meetings with me, and every time we left, I look at him and be like, wasn't enough money.
Oh,
like, it was it's better than his stuff, but it wasn't enough money. And so it's like, I knew my worth already too. And then Ruben Branson wanted to get into boxing with Win Records. And so Pap was having that conversation with him, and he just was like, so how would you feel about, you know, Salida and Win teaming together to bring your offer? Because I told Pap, I said, Salida ain't coming with it. Like, he about to get left. I love him, but I'm about to leave him. And he's like, he started talking with both of them. And then they teamed up, and then he just hit me with a number. And honestly, anybody that knows me know I don't like relationship and business. I don't like.
It's on your spirit, baby girl. You are saying this right now for a reason. It is so much that is happening in this damn moment right here, y'all. I don't even have the time. The girl sound like she about to damn cry. She can barely talk. She going into a trauma mode from being a kid. And that's why it's really fucking me up right now. Because, oh my God. From her coach to whoever she went to after that played her, whoever she went to after that played her. She got trauma that she going into a trauma response right now, and Oh my God, it's hard. It's hard to look at right now because I see what's going on. I see what's going on. And she don't even realize that she is about to say this for a reason because her inner spirit. Remember when I told y'all, I said, Clarissa, I see a loop in your life, and you gotta make a different decision in order to not come back across this path again. You're gonna keep on seeing this same damn tree. And you're gonna ask yourself, why do you keep seeing this tree? All you gotta do to not see that damn tree no more is do something different. That's it. It don't have to be the right man. It could be another mistake, but as long as it ain't the same fucking one, do the same one. Do the same one. Take a chance on doing something else. You can play again, and your spirit is fighting with you right now. And what is the one thing that you say?
That because it's just like sometimes it gets messy and it get icky, and I'm
That's
like
another thought too. I think when your
So
fans see it.
then you know that. Then you know that that's your subconscious you're trying to talk to you, right? But see, you gotta live like this. Greater is he that is within me than he that is within the world. Because that voice that you just said, if you were not so evil, if you did not do vindictive things, if you were not a coveter, if you did not do, commit adultery with a man, if you did not jump in the DMs of Remy Ma lusting after her man, if you did not want not only what she was giving you, but what she had, then guess what? What you just said that just went over your own head would be more in your forefront in the times that it matter the most. Because that shit you just said, you should have been thinking about before you signed that paperwork. But your flesh is what's running you. So when your spirit try to talk to you, you don't hear it. It's just like a bird in the wind. Just a fucking noise, and you just said everything that you needed to know. You said out your damn mouth and ignored your damn self.
It's like, well, it can get a little messy when it comes to love and business, but it seems like it's working well for y'all.
well, it works well
Lauren, if you don't get your Lauren, now it's people like you, girl. Lauren, don't piss me off.
because my money is my money, his money is his money. I don't know
Why are you talking about money? Who asked you about that? It's in you. It's in your spirit. You know what's going on.
who started this rumor that he's broke, but I won't be with no broke man because I don't have to. I already got my own money. I got 90K on my wrist. Why would I be with a man who don't have no money? Like that don't make no sense. But it's like he got his own money. He treats me good. He's smart. He adds to the table.
Who brought him up? He must be standing right there.
And he saw an opportunity and he knew that I was prepared for it. And we were like, well, let's do it. And then all of a sudden when we got the contract and it said what it said, talking about 8 million and 3 million signing bonus, I just was like, oh hell no. I did just said what? I was like, wait a minute, hold on. They was into my attorney first and this and that. And then I was sitting back forward to my attorney, and my attorney like, yo, this is a really great deal. I'm like,
who the fuck
tell
is
me
your
about
attorney?
it.
Who the fuck is your attorney? You ain't sending it to no attorney. You're lying again. You're doing that shit that you did at the Breakfast Club. You are lying again. Papoose had to talk with you, and he specifically told you not to tell nobody because people was gonna say this, and you just realized that you did it, and so you're trying to cover it up with a lie. Again, you're doing that shit that you did when you were sitting on the Breakfast Club talking about, I don't remember when I paid for a flight. Your attorney didn't see nothing. Your attorney didn't see nothing, Clarissa. You're lying. You're lying again.
$8 million for your girl.
Well, congratulations. You know we are so proud of you.
Yes, thank you so much. And it's been a crazy month. I got honored by Ebony 100 for sports leader. For leader in sports. I got the big deal here. I was just on with Gail King, and she said she's gonna call Oprah from me. It's crazy. It's crazy right now.
You sitting down with Oprah?
No, I might be.
Girl.
I'm talking with Gail King, and Gail was like, I'm gonna call Oprah. And I'm like, you gonna call Oprah for me? Well, y'all need to come to a fight too. But it's just like to even have my name in the same sentences. There's like a really big deal to me. And even when I was at the Ebony Awards, I'm walking up to everybody because I'm not scared to tell somebody that I love them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm walking up to people. I walk up to Jonathan Majors and Megan Good. They're like, "Hey, girl, we love you." I was like, "What?"
It's the celebrity growing, and that's it. You're realizing that now. How does it feel?
It's weird because I think I need to treat myself.
She starstruck, and Papoose took her around some celebrities that only fool with him because of the aura that Remy Ma gave him. And that's how he wooed you. He took you to them damn awards. You don't do that, Clarissa. You don't let. That's like going into a house that you looking at to buy and jumping up and down and acting crazy in front of the damn broker. You don't act like that. You don't show. You don't give your left hand what your right hand is doing. You don't do that because now when somebody know that they got that, now you're in their control. Now they can sling you whichever. Why am I talking to her, y'all? She don't give a damn. She don't care. She done already damn did it. It's over. It's over. Now we just gotta see how this go. And I had a moment right there where I really almost like really felt bad for her. But then when you come over here and you see, man, when you come over here and you see how damn evil she do, you realize why she don't hear herself when she says stuff like, you shouldn't mix business with relationships.
They banned me from coming to their weak ass events that I don't want to go to anyway.
Lie.
They invited me. I was going to go see the great Ronda Rousey. Get up out of here. Yeah, I'm banned from MVP events until first. I am not signed to MVP. And guess what? There's not one girl on the MVP roster that can beat me in a fight. That's what they're mad about. They pop all that stuff. Shadesha was their only hope that they had. And she got knocked out by a girl in the 9th round. And this is the same girl, Lonnie Daniels, who I beat unanimously with 2 torn shoulders.
Now let's talk about it. And I wasn't gonna do this. I was about to wrap it up. But she just said it. She just said that she beat Lonnie Daniels with 2 torn shoulders, right? These are potent anti-inflammatory drugs that reduce swelling, pain, redness around a pulled or strained muscle. You had 2 torn shoulders when you fought Lonnie Daniels. What did you take for it? How did you fight Lonnie Daniels with 2 torn shoulders? How did you do that, Clarissa? It's so funny that you say that you fought Lonnie Daniels with 2 torn shoulders, because that just makes me think about your PED, steroid, snack, whatever the usage. And that's what we're gonna be talking about tomorrow, y'all. I love y'all. We'll talk about this tomorrow. Peace.